Greetings everyone and welcome back to FudgeMuppet. My name is Michael and today I'll be taking you through the next Skyrim build on the channel, the Keerilth. But what is this weird gibberish word, you ask? Well, the Keerilth are a tribe of vampires from northern Valemwood, so of course this build is a wood elf, and they're well known for their ability to vanish into mist. The character is extremely stealth based and will be using a lot of invisibility spells and vampire powers to roleplay vanishing into such mist, and luckily mist is quite common in Skyrim, so it fits in. Become Ethereal can be used to further add to the misty look, however it's not really needed. The playstyle we've developed actually focuses around necromancy for everyone who wanted it, and flesh eating too. The backstory for the Keerilth is shrouded in mystery. The Keerilth has been sighted in the forests of Skyrim on rare occasion, and no one knows quite why it has come to the land of the Nords. Accounts of the monster will often mention that his stature is nothing short of off-putting, but no one has a story of its face, as getting that close to deadly fangs would surely lead to death and infection. Glowing eyes are often seen piercing into towns from the mountainside, and people are left in the dark to whether there's a whole tribe in Skyrim or just the one creature. Mist is plentiful, and the townsfolk of many villages are wary of its presence. People fear seeing a small patch of mist where more cannot be found. The motive of the build is pure evil. Be as horrifying as you can, and join the Dark Brotherhood as well. You're a predatory killer, and you want to eat. The Keerilth uses a Dragonbone dagger, and it's recommended you use any dagger until you can get to a high enough level to either find one, or until you have enough perks left over to invest in smithing. The build wears full Forsworn armor to fit in with the Valemwood forest aesthetic, and the bones align with the cannibalism of the Bosmer culture. The skills for the Keerilth are Sneak, Illusion, and Conjuration. Illusion is going to be used to cast Muffle on lower levels to stay hidden and train your illusion up, and of course eventually Invisibility will be casted as the character's main priority is to remain out of sight. Light Armor is also going to be used just for additional armor rating, I should have mentioned that earlier. Illusion will of course aid you with your sneak success. Conjuration will be used purely for necromancy and Soul Trap if you desire. You have the ability to raise the undead and then hide whilst your minions do the work for you. Sneak will be used to stay out of sight, and after you've raised these undead and alongside illusion, it makes the character impossible to detect. Your dagger will be used to kill enemies when there are no targets for your necromancy in order for you to progress through an area or create a new corpse to be used as a thrall. The skills for the character are simple, and of course other spells within the illusion tree can be used, such as Pacify, Calm, and Fear. Anything that makes sense for a vampire. The perks needed are in the description, in the link, as usual. The playstyle for the Keerilth is the fun part. It's semi-role-playing based, terrifying to your enemies, and both challenging and rewarding. Keep in mind that all the vampire powers, including Vampire Lord, can be used at your own discretion, so combine what you will with the base playstyle I'll now outline. Upon entering an encounter with enemies, the Keerilth should always assume sneak mode, or if you're just beginning, cast Muffle and then sneak. Remaining undetected, scan the area for corpses and consider yourself a magical sniper. Line up your target and from a hidden distance, strike the corpse with your reanimate spell and then quickly cast invisibility before your enemy can discover you. The opposition may only see you for a split second before you vanish into the mist. The perk Quiet Casting will be of great help, especially indoors. Now as your thrall does the work, look for other targets to reanimate when it dies, and if it doesn't die then you won't need to. You can also just sneak attack your enemy with the dagger after your thrall has weakened it. The playstyle can also be utilized against lots of enemies. Simply repeat the original plan, but then find enemies away from the other's line of sight, kill them with the dagger, and then reanimate them once your other thralls have been beaten. You're a demonic beast that appears for a split second in battle, killing your enemies, turning them against the rest, and even revealing yourself to quickly feed. Yes, you heard correctly. To add to your survival and also your terrifying presence, you can break invisibility to eat your enemies using Namira's ring to regenerate stats before you disappear again. The Bend Will Shout is useful for this as you can feed on fallen thralls that won't disintegrate. The stat spread for the character is half magicka, a quarter health, and a quarter stamina. Stamina will be used to roll around the battlefield whilst hidden, magicka obviously to cast your spells, and health in case you get caught, which you should avoid. The stone for the Keerilth is the Ritual Stone, as it will allow you to raise multiple corpses from the dead to defeat your enemies before you feed on their gory remains. And that wraps up the Valemwood vampire, the Keerilth. From Scott and I both at FudgeMuppet, thank you for watching and please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Remember that the perk link is in the description alongside the links to our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we'll see you soon during Christmas.